Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bad Pin, the only monthly podcast where you can celebrate Christmas the right way. I'm Ethan, and fuck. I'm here with I'm here with Laura, Megan, and Matt. Fuck.
What's up, guys?
Mary, it's fucking Christmas. Mary,
fucking bad.
It's not Christmas now. It's not even Thanksgiving at the time of recording.
Shut the
It will be.
fuck up! Stop! You're ruining the illusion.
I don't care about the illusion. Do you think I care about the illusion?
You should.
Oh my god, we are losing our minds.
All right, so
We lost him a while ago.
Christmas traditions. I sound like I'm fucking hammered because I'm just tired.
Do you want me to ask the questions, hun?
Yeah, would you mind doing that?
Yeah,
I feel
sure.
I feel like I'm gonna fucking die. Okay,
All right,
Jesus.
so
Why do I have this?
Okay.
Laura, let's not relive your midlife crisis.
Laura, can you please turn it off and be
I'm
focused
almost
on this?
done. I swear. I actually am done. This is the last one.
Right, for those listening, hold on a second. I want to explain what Laura's doing in case anyone's confused. So Laura, for the past, I want to say half hour, has been going through her YouTube playlists and losing her mind over which ones she should delete and which ones she should not delete. So that's why Laura sounds like she's having a mental breakdown. It's because she is. And yeah, Megan, go on with the podcast.
Right.
We can get this started.
So we're talking about Christmas here. Does anyone have any like family traditions that you guys do, or just traditions that you like to do?
I watch. I like to watch. So okay, I have an interesting one. Last year I saw one of my favorite movies, Shaun of the Dead, for the first time in December.
Oh, dude, Shaun of the Dead.
It is now a Christmas movie for me.
It's so good.
Because of that.
I was gonna say, explain why it's a Christmas movie. Normally, Christmas movies are usually identified by like they have.
They have Christmas themes.
Element.
Yes. There's a very specific. Now, it's very personal for me that this is a Christmas movie, just because it's not one of my favorite movies, and I decided just offhand when I saw it that I'm going to watch it every December, just because.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's such a great movie.
It's an excellent film.
Me and my mom usually watch a can't speak. We usually watch Die Hard every year. Cause that's a fucking Christmas movie. I don't want to hear any shit. It's a Christmas movie, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I watch it every year. It's a lot of fun.
We all know what the best Christmas movie is, though.
What?
And if you say differently,
Star Wars Holiday Special.
No. It's actually one of my personal favorite movies of all time. It's not Shaun of the Dead. It's A Wonderful Life.
Oh, fuck you. That
is the
sucks.
greatest Christmas movie of all time. And I will kill you.
Nope.
If you say differently.
I actually haven't seen that movie.
Oh, Megan,
no, do not watch it.
Why shouldn't you watch it? Why shouldn't you watch it? Tell me.
Because it's long and it's boring and nothing happens.
Everything happens.
Excuse you, I like Christmas movies like that. So
everything happens in it. A guy, his life falls to shambles, and then he literally goes out like he wishes he was never born, and life is shit around him. When everything goes to shit when he quote unquote dies or wasn't born. If he hadn't existed, no one would be happy. If that makes any sense.
Doesn't he kill himself or something?
He wishes he was never born. And so it goes into this alternate universe of him never being born, and everyone's unhappy, and he has no idea why this is happening. Because an angel ended up was like, hey, your life is shit. Spoilers. Sorry, Megan. It's an excellent movie still. It is one of the best movies. Watch it regardless.
I really want to watch it. I
it is so good.
Such good things about it.
It is one of my absolute favorite movies. It's better than White Christmas. And I love White Christmas.
White Christmas is one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Yeah, no, It's a Wonderful Life is better than White Christmas.
Ooh, all right. I will have to watch it. I will have to watch it then.
You may disagree because It's a Wonderful Life is Again, one of my absolute favorite movies of all time. I think it's in my top 10. White Christmas, I
Ooh.
believe, is like my top 20.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
All right. Laura, do you have any family traditions?
I think the one tradition that I always had when we were growing up is we were, even though I'm not religious now, we were very big on like the church. We always did midnight mass. We were in like the whole play part of the show or doing music for it or working it. But we were always part of the church. Like we were at the church at like 6 o'clock till like 3 a.m. almost, it felt like.
Mhm.
But the thing is, like, we always got to open one present before we went to bed.
Mhm.
So it would be like, okay, like I always spent the whole day like scoping out which present I wanted to open first. And they always wrapped it so that I would pick it. It would be like the most underwhelming thing ever.
Oh jeez.
Or they leave like a big present like in their room or whatever, and then they take it like out
Mhm.
that night. But I think that was always one of my favorite traditions, like younger. Now I think my favorite thing is the week leading up to Christmas and
oh
like,
god, yes.
before is all baking in our household. So it's like we're starting planning now. Like we just bought a whole bunch of stuff to start stockpiling like over the last weekend, and we're slowly planning like, okay, who are we giving cookies to? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? And that's like, always a fun thing in the house now.
Oh nice.
Ethan!
Sorry about that. Hang on.
Banana phone.
Ethan!
I'm sorry.
I think one of the family traditions that we always do, I guess, is we have Christmas Eve tacos.
Ooh.
Ooh.
We
that
do
was
wild rice
something
soup.
that was
I like
something
that.
that my grandmother had started. My dad's mom had started, and we just kind of kept it going. And it's always the one thing I look forward to. I don't know why. There's nothing special about the tacos, but it's just like the anticipation of Christmas. It's like, yes, we finally get Christmas Eve tacos.
It's
Yeah.
like some people in Japan they eat KFC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just
I think
like people go out and physically go and sit in KFC in Japan for Christmas.
yeah, I think
Sounds
the
like a great
other
Christmas
thing
to me.
that like gets done now is Noche Buena, which is Christmas Eve. We all go to. It's one of my ex teachers, which sounds weird, but we're friends. Like we've known each other for 10 years now at this point because he was my brother's teacher, he was my teacher. We're all friends now. Essentially, he's like my second father. But we all go to his house, um, and it's like an open invitation. Always, it's like you're invited once, you're always there. We roast a whole pig. There's
Ooh.
all sides, like there's ham, there's turkey, and it's just like the one time a year where everyone is there. So it's like people who you may see like once or twice throughout the year, they're all there Christmas Eve, and it's like their friends from years past or the people they work with, stuff like that. So it's
Mhm.
so many different types of people together in one household. Like there's sometimes like upwards of 100 there, it feels like.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that's what it feels like. And the house is
minus the full pig. That's what my grandma and grandpa that's what my grandma and grandpa do.
Mhm.
but yeah, it was always it's like a I don't want to say a Cuban tradition, but that's kind of where it came from. Is from the
Mhm.
Buena celebration that they always had Christmas Eve. And it just kind of grew from there.
Except they don't do we never did random people like if there would be friends of family show up, but it would be mostly family. Like
Mm-hmm.
they had a huge house, like
Mhm.
this massive, like they moved to my grandpa's childhood house or childhood land, not necessarily his house, but like where he grew up, and it was this massive fucking house. Like there's so much room for everyone because it's such a big family. I have 50 plus cousins, first cousins, not
Oh
Damn.
wow.
second, third, 50 plus first cousins. And well, now everyone's kind of doing their own thing, and my grandma and grandpa moved to a small house, and it's just my grandma there now. But anyway, we're gonna. I'm assuming we're all planning on going there again, and we're gonna fill up this tiny little house filled with fucking a shit ton of people. It's gonna be awesome. But I do have another family tradition, I guess. Me and my siblings do a game night every year. We all get together. We used to do Secret Santa, but now we just do a board games and hang out and drink and have a good time.
Very nice. So, what's kind of like your guys' family, schedules for like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day? Is there like a specific thing you do, or
Well,
like?
Well, on
Go ahead,
Christmas
Ethan.
Eve, we always watch Rudolph the night before. We always do that, like every single year.
You should change
Oh,
it
the
to It's a
watch.
Wonderful Life.
Fuck you. Yeah, we always watch that, and then Christmas Day, like after we have like all the presents opened, and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. We usually go to my grandmother's house, and there are more gifts there, and then I go to my dad's house, and so I get like 10 million different things. It's great.
So you get 3 Christmases essentially.
Yeah, I do. It's amazing. Yeah, other than that, we do make Christmas cookies a couple weeks before Christmas. That's always fun to do. Yeah.
We my dad always we have a fake tree, and about a week before we set that up, and we put on It's a Wonderful Life. I'm gonna hang that over you for as long as you live, Ethan.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You don't deserve love after what you said about that movie.
Okay,
I-
calm down.
Okay.
Fucking
Yeah.
cunt.
I know. Yeah, we set up a tree. My sister comes home, and probably, I don't know what the plan is this year at all, because I just got kind of go with it. But yeah, we usually set up a tree at some point, watch movies, have her thing around about a week before Christmas usually. Then we don't actually do Christmas on Christmas, or my immediate family doesn't.
Mhm.
I usually go to my grandma and grandpa's on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, kind of depends. Because they do both days, people stay there and stuff. But, we don't do immediate family until later on. Usually it's New Year's. It's been New Year's for the last couple of years. We do it on the fucking 21st day of the year, and that's always a good time. We have a order of we open presents. We have the youngest go first and go all the way through the line. And
Jam.
yeah.
Nice. Laura?
I'm trying to think. Like now it's definitely more subdued. Because before it's always bake, put cookies up for Santa, do church, wake up in the morning, gifts, and then go to my aunt's house, pretend that we like everyone. I'm like not even joking, because my father's mother was the person who thought quantity over quality, essentially. So it was random yard sale shit.
Oh.
And then like there were some years where like a gift would be handed to you and it's like, oh no, like you open it and you're like, oh no, that's not yours.
Because I hate that.
Tags and all the tag, it was horrible. But now it's very much Christmas Eve. It'll be put on holiday music or these, just a very chill day. And we'll bake, we'll cook if we're bringing anything to Noche Buena. We'll get ready, we'll go to Noche Buena, have an awesome night. Christmas Day, wake up. If we have gifts, we'll do those, because we've, in the years since Dad died, I've always been like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? Oh, this, but it's not like we have money. Like, we're very tax return Christmas people. So it's like, returns come in, it's like, okay, you want this, this, and this. So it's like the joke like now is like, okay, what do you want for Christmas, even though I can't buy it for you?
Basically what we do now. It's what we've done for a while.
Yeah.
But it's always hilarious. And then like it always happens Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas, something will mysteriously show up. Either my brother getting something for my mom and I, or my mom getting something for us, or me getting something for them, like something random like that.
Yeah.
It's like 1 or 2 gifts under the tree, and like that's really it. Like it's like, I think 2 years ago my gift was like collage picture frames that they found on sale somewhere. And it's like people like someone asked me like, oh, what did you get for Christmas? I'm like, oh, collage frames. They're like confused, and I'm like, I've been wanting those for like a year now, and that's fucking great. They're like, oh, what else? I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
But we'll do that. We'll cook, obviously, unless we're going somewhere. I may go over to my best friend's house because they have like an open house Christmas kind of thing. So her mom cooks ham. There's Sam and like lox and bagels. There's like a buffet style thing. Go over there, go show our face, and then we'll go home and probably watch Christmas movies or YouTube or whatever.
Nice.
What about you?
For me, we do Christmas Eve tacos. My family, because tacos. My family, because we're religious, we read the Christmas story. We also will read "Twas the Night Before Christmas," especially now that we have my niece and my nephew. And we'll actually open all the Christmas presents that we've gotten for each other on Christmas Eve, so that way we can sleep in Christmas Day.
Good idea.
Because like over the years, like I've always begged to do one present on Christmas Eve. Okay, one more present. All right, can we just open all of them? And so it just got to the point where you just started opening all of them on Christmas Eve because it was just easier than me trying to beg every
I used to wake up
year.
me and my little sister used to wake up at like fucking 4 a.m, sprint upstairs, look under the tree. Sometimes we wouldn't even go under the tree. We would just sit in the kitchen on the ground or at the table doing nothing. But other days we would just sit there on the couch and just stare while we wait for everyone to get up, and we'd be there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours waiting for people to get up because they would always get up like at like 6:37.
Yeah.
And unless we woke them up, but it would be like 4 a.m. So they'd be like, no, we'll go back to bed or whatever. We couldn't go back to bed, so we just stay there on the couch.
Yeah, I remember doing that as a kid. But like Christmas Day, we'll wake up. My dad will make like his gigantic cinnamon rolls for breakfast, and those are always so good. We'll open stockings, and we'll watch the Disney Christmas parade.
Oh
That's
yeah, forgot about that. That's
thing we
always
do
on in my
every
house.
year.
You're
but
gonna add
there
a new
was
tradition, by the way. You're gonna watch It's a Wonderful Life every year now.
Oh my god, Matt! I will drive. I have your now. I will kill you.
Will you?
Yeah, that's kind of a problem now, is because.
But there's actually one Christmas tradition that I was reminded of, Ethan and Laura, while you both were talking, because you could both kind of alluded to it. My family still tracks Santa through NORAD every
Oh
year.
my
Oh, I
god!
remember
Yes,
that,
I do
yeah.
that too.
Yeah,
Still,
my
it's
family does
always
that.
hilarious. Oh shit! I remembered another thing now.
We always track Santa, and my mom will still leave cookies and milk out for Santa. And she's done this even when we didn't have the young kids, and it's just because it's a nice family tradition.
Yeah.
It's just something that's been so ingrained, and it always brings me like back to a Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
I wonder how like that tracking thing works. I don't know if it's like automated or something. Because I mean, like,
it's automated because it goes the exact same route every time.
Yep.
It just
because
goes
it looks like
from major
relatively
city to major
legit.
city.
I feel like when I was younger, I'm like,
because
holy shit, it's really tracking
because
Santa throughout the.
Well, it uses the space station satellites.
Oh, that's really fucking smart, actually.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
There was my childhood. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so what's your guys' favorite part of Christmas?
Well,
I know it's a kind of a loaded question, but
being around people that you actually care about, whether or not they're actual family or friends, it's still.
Yeah, like as cliche as it sounds, being around family is great, especially family you don't see very often.
Yeah, no, I love
nice.
it. I love it because I'm close with. My family's just always all very tight knit, and we get a Christmas Day. It's all, and even Christmas Eve, it's all getting together and it's all warm, and my grandma cooks. Well, she gets a lot of help, but she cooks most of the time. Like she makes the best mashed potatoes and gravy. There's really good turkey. People bring food, and it's always fun, and it's just a good time all around.
Laura, what about you?
As cliche as it sounds, it's that exact same thing. Especially like when I was younger, if you asked me, 100% would have been like, oh, the presents, the food, that like stuff like that. But like since my dad died, which it like I always talk about it in the present like it happened yesterday, which it happened like 11 years ago, but it's still
fresh in your minds.
It's still fresh, but it's also to the point of I've lived 2 separate lives, like before he died and then after, is like how I see it. So it's like after it becomes more. So it's like, even though I was annoyed at his side of the family, I always tried. Whenever we went over there, like our mom still made a point to him to go over there. So we never lost that side. But then I grew up and I got angry at them because they're just asshole people. So now it's like we'll spend the day, we'll do Christmas Eve, but at Nick's house, we'll go over there, we'll help his family in the kitchen, even though Abuela hates it, and then she loves it by the end of the night. But we'll help out over there, we'll play with the kids, we'll talk with all of the other graduates that are there, people we maybe only see at Noche Buena every year, but we still keep up with, try to the best we can, and just spend together. And then like Christmas Day, it's like I spend time with my mom and my brother, which I live with them, they're always here, but it's still different to a point. Like our phones are a little more away, we like, sure, we're still watching TV, we're still doing all that, but it just feels like we're all more present, which sounds weird as fuck, but it reminds me how special it is to have those people, that I don't want to take it for granted.
That's very true. That's very
Back
true.
to a happy question.
Thanks for coming to our TED Talk.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, guys.
For me, the best part of Christmas is just giving presents. I don't know why, but I like seeing the reaction on people's faces when I
me
give
too.
them something.
Yeah.
It makes me feel. This is gonna sound really conceited, and it's not. But it gives me like a sense of satisfaction, because maybe it was something that they weren't, they wouldn't have gotten for themselves, or that they were, having a really rough week or a really rough year, and that was something that and whatever I got them, really put a smile on their face. But it makes me feel,
by the way,
really
Megan,
happy.
Is that why you asked all of us in the chat to record our reactions to our gifts this year?
Yes.
It's because you like seeing the
exactly
reactions.
I had an alternate, because all of us should have our gifts around the same time. So if we can just do a Skype call.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Or something to that effect.
Skype. We can hit we can do a voice call on here, like a video call.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, we can just grab everybody
and do it
have
like
a video call. Yeah,
because I feel like that'd be hilarious. All of us talking.
Yes,
that would be very interesting.
That would be interesting.
Okay.
Oh God.
Is there a Christmas present that
what's your
favorite Christmas present?
Oh yeah, I do.
So it's not my favorite Christmas present. I will say that immediately. But so one year, it's actually one of the funnier Christmas presents in hindsight. I was very not happy about it at the time of receiving. And it's to this day one of the funniest Christmas presents I've ever gotten. But so I was 7, 8 years old, maybe pretty young. Loved watching cartoons, and one of my favorite shows, of course, was Jimmy Neutron. Because everyone loved Jimmy Neutron. You can't not like Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Jimmy Neutron?
So I get a fucking present, small box.
Yeah.
About the size of a VHS tape. So I open it up. It's one of those big plastic thick VHS tapes. VHS cases has Jimmy Neutron on the front. I'm like, yes, fuck yes, I got a movie. I was too young to say fuck, but that was about the level of my excitement.
Yeah.
was super happy about this. I was so ready to do it. And so that day, when everyone was off doing their own thing, I opened it, didn't look at it, put it in. Turns out it was black and white Godzilla.
That's
awesome.
That's great.
Oh god,
I was
Oh my
so
God.
pissed. I was so
Holy
happy
crap.
about getting Jimmy Neutron, a movie that I really enjoyed actually, because that was when that movie came out.
That movie was great.
Excellent
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Fucking Godzilla. It was
Okay.
not even like it was the Japanese black and white.
Oh no!
Oh my
You got
God.
played.
You got
It was
really had no
hilarious.
idea what the fuck was
It
going
was so
on.
funny. I don't even know if they did it on purpose. Because
I'm sure they
Oh my
must have,
gosh.
because there's no. What fucking kid is gonna ask
Well-
for a Japanese dub of
You,
black and
okay,
white
you
Godzilla?
never fucking know.
no, because I honestly think they might have bought it at Goodwill or something, and it just
Yeah.
happened to have the wrong movie in it.
Oh
That's why
my
you
better,
God.
always check your
It was
shit.
so
at
Yeah, that's
Goodwill,
my thing.
guys.
It's like you always check your shit at thrift stores.
I once bought copy of School Tycoon at Goodwill. It's getting off topic, but I bought a disc of School Tycoon. Happened to have not only School Tycoon, but a copy of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 Triple Throw Pack,
Oh,
which was
hell
the
yeah.
big expansion
Nice.
pack in that case as well. And I'm
That's
like,
nice.
hell yes.
Like, yeah,
So I lost the copy of that about a month and a half earlier.
that's insane.
Oh my
It was so
gosh.
cool.
All right. Anyone else favorite Christmas present?
Well-
I have two that are actually kind of one's favorite and one's hilarious.
Go for it.
All right.
For me, the one of my favorite ones sounds weird to some people. Megan will probably understand it, but it was my brother got me. I think it was my sophomore year of high school. He surprised me with 2 corsets, like with the first corsets I had ever owned, steel bone, like the whole
Aw.
night. And I remember opening that Christmas Eve because that's when we did it, and I like put them on immediately, like, oh my God, like so excited.
That's awesome because corsets are expensive.
Exactly. The other one that is just hilarious to this day is my dad got my brother and I both bikes.
Mhm.
With the intention of teaching me how to ride a bike.
Oh boy.
I don't know how to ride a bike still to this day. I'm not
You
joking.
did a really
like,
fucking shitty job.
No, okay. So I was always terrified. And so we had put the training wheels back on for a while. And then we took them off. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll definitely like do my best and ride it. Never fucking happened.
Yeah, that's my thing. I still have no idea. I still
Never
have
fucking
no
happened.
fucking idea.
We did not get rid of those bikes until we moved away from that house. We
Oh,
had
wow.
for until my senior year of high school. I think I was maybe
Damn.
9
Jesus.
at the time because like I definitely never went back on it because it was like after he died when I was like, oh, like, I should probably learn how to ride a bike. I tried and I was like, fuck this, I don't need this.
Yeah.
So if we ever have to ride a bike somewhere, I'm fucked.
Ethan,
Well, I
what
have-
about you?
Well, I have a couple gifts that I got last year that were the best gifts I've ever gotten, and that
They were
was
both anal.
my. God damn it! That was my computer that I got last year and my camera that I got last year. I was
Nice.
so fucking hyped about the camera because I was wanting one for the longest time because my laptop fucking it conked out on me and it just died. I couldn't make any more videos. I was like, oh shit. And that was in my freshman year of high school. So combined with not being able to make videos, I was fucking depressed as shit. So I had no idea what to do. I opened up the camera. I literally screamed so loud. My mom can vouch for me on this. I screamed so loud because I was so fucking excited. And then when I opened up the computer, I legitimately started crying. I'm not fucking around. I was
Aw.
legitimately crying because I was like, "Oh my god, I have a real computer! I'm like a real human being." And
Feel cute. I'm a real
Yeah.
boy now.
I'm a real boy. And
Oh my God.
Be a real boy.
yeah. I was like hugging my mom. I was crying so much. I didn't stop for the entire day. I was
Nice.
so fucking happy.
Aw.
Yeah, that was easily the best Christmas gifts I've ever gotten. Plus, I got a Wii one year, so that's epic.
That's pretty cool.
What?
Nice.
But you know,
Two opposite ends of the spectrum, but
Yeah.
Trying to think if I had a one that I really liked.
you want me to say mine so that you can?
Yeah,
have
go
more
ahead.
context?
yeah, can we have Matt kind of
Okay.
think his over?
So I have one of my best Christmas presents and one of my funniest, since we're going with that type of theme.
Okay.
My best Christmas present was actually getting my my puppies Jake and Max,
Aw.
because we had growing up I had a West Highland White Terrier named Stanley, and we had to get rid of him because he was getting really old and really sick. And then we went years without having dogs, and I kept asking Santa, quote unquote,
Yeah.
for a dog every Christmas. That was always,
Yeah.
whatever I put on my Christmas list. And Santa would always say, it's not the right time. It's not the right time, But this one year, Santa finally said, you know what? Santa's
my
talked to your
God.
parents, and that this might be the year for a dog. So, and like a month after that, my parents took me and my brother to this breeder for Westies, and we picked out Jake and Max, and that was probably the best Christmas present. And we took them home like 6 weeks later because they were just born when we saw them, like after Christmas.
What type of dogs were they?
They're terriers, so they're
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're like corgis but a little bit bigger.
Still
Oh.
adorable.
Oh
Still
yeah.
adorable. Still, I love them with all my heart. And I miss them dearly. But my funniest Christmas present is, oh my gosh. Okay, so I have to do a backstory before I even get to the Christmas present part. So, when I was younger, I went on a road trip with my grandparents, my dad's parents, to North Carolina because we were going to see my great grandpa. And on the way back, we went to the Kentucky Zoo, and I was allowed to pick out one thing from the gift shop. And I picked out, a bow and arrow set. It was, one of those bows and arrow sets that have like the suction cup arrows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And had a rope instead of like like a solid string to pull back on. It was just made out of plastic. Well, that night, my grandmother decided she wanted to play with it, pulled back so hard on the bow, it snapped in half.
Oh.
So I didn't even get to play with it, and I was so
Oh
bummed out.
God.
That's pretty funny.
So
That fucking sucks.
it gets better. Fast forward a couple years. Actually many years. Oh God, when was it? It was probably in high school that we finally went back to California to go see everyone for Christmas one year. And we do this thing called the mystery gift every year, and it bounces around person to person depending on how your year has gone. If you've had a rough year, you'll usually get the mystery gift that year. So it just so happened that I got the mystery gift that year, and lo and behold, it is a bow and arrow set just like the one that got broken.
Oh.
She had found another one online and bought it for me, and we all died laughing because I'm like,
Nice.
it's been 10 years and you just found one.
That's pretty funny.
Oh my gosh, it was hilarious.
Those are great.
All right, Matt, have we given you enough time?
Well, yes and no, but mostly no. So I've just decided to go with just everything I've just received as gifts, because everything I've never been truly disappointed, except for that one time in a gift. I've gotten great. Fuck, I'm happy to get a bag or a thing of socks, because all our socks are filthy, nasty, and crusty and gross.
Yeah, that's my
Socks and
thing. Is
underwear
like
are the best things for kids.
it's like
Socks
Yep.
is underwear. Like I'm fine with getting underwear. Like just anything I get. You give me a fucking hoodie, great. I will say I do love getting pajama pants most of all every year. My mom always gets me a nice, comfy pajama pants, which I'm wearing right now.
Pajamas are fucking great.
I love. They're like
That's the other
they're
thing.
so soft and they're so like they feel like a fleecy blanket.
My thing about it is
I
like,
love them so much.
why are like clothes seen as like bad gifts? Like I fucking love
it's
getting
for
socks every year because I need new
Children,
ones.
yeah, children find getting clothes bad gifts because they want fucking rock'em
On
sock'em.
top of
Exactly.
that, the John Mulaney part of his special where he's like, "This is a 3XL. This is a nightgown, not a shirt." People don't fucking understand sizes.
Oh, people don't.
Yeah.
No, I've had that. Luckily, most of my family knows. We all know each other pretty well, so we know what sizes each other is, and we all have that pretty down. And
Oh
we'll
my
just
fuck.
ask others. But we'll like, again, I'm just happy to get pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Can I do a topic? Anything in my
ahead.
hand? What's
Yeah,
your
go
favorite
ahead.
gift? What's your favorite gift you've given or give every year? Like if you have like a
Ooh.
traditional gift you give
Oh,
every year,
okay.
and if you don't have a traditional gift you give to someone every year, what's the best gift you've ever given? If that makes any sense, or just do both if you want to do both.
I got a good one.
Megan, go. I need to know why
let's
you're
start with
fucking laughing.
Megan's.
Okay.
Megan's evil laugh.
So, my family has this tradition called the Christmas thong.
Oh my
my-
fucking god.
What?
Is it a
It's
pair
funny.
of sandals?
Let me explain.
Oh.
One year, my brother asked for, thongs being, funny for Christmas and meaning the shoes.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, I know. I know
Oh,
where this is
no.
going.
I know where this is going.
we decided to take that joke and we ran with it.
Oh,
What we
fuck.
did
Did
is
you
we
buy
got this.
a full lingerie
Let
set?
me
Tell me.
let me finish my story.
Okay, let me see.
What we did was we bought this little tiny box, and my dad bought this bright pink and purple thong, like an
Oh.
actual like women's thong, and he put it in there and he gave it to my brother. So from then on, that gift has now become the family joke where it gets passed to a different person each
That's pretty funny.
year.
Oh,
Is
that's
it the
really
same
funny.
pair?
It's the same
Oh,
thong.
that's
Oh.
weirdly funny.
It's in the box,
That's really funny.
but the rule is you cannot gift it back to the person who gave it to you the year before.
Ooh.
So you have to
Ooh.
remember who gave it to you before you
Shit.
give it to
Oh
someone else.
shit. We
So
should do
it's-
that.
And this last year, I gave it to my sister-in-law. Now she has it, and my niece and my nephew have found it in their home.
Oh no.
Oh
Shit.
no.
No, I
So
thought
they-
that's
Oh no.
Oh god.
That whole scenario reminds me of the scene in Elf where he buys
Yep.
the for that
essentially
special
what it is.
someone.
Oh my gosh!
Oh
So
my
yeah, that's why I
God.
was laughing because that's just one of the things that we've started. So.
Oh my fucking.
That's pretty
We
funny.
should totally do that. We should just mail random people thongs instead of actual gifts.
Oh my
No,
god!
if I no.
No, we would get a picture of Joe in a thong. I don't think anyone wants that.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's
my
true. We don't-
God.
Oh god, Jesus, Matt.
You're welcome. I hate the image
Alright.
too.
Someone else go.
Laura.
Laura, please.
What? Okay,
Save us.
tradition. Okay, sorry. It kind of goes back to the baking. Every year, the last like 3 or 4 years, we've done like baking box. So it has like 1 or 2 types of the cookie. We have Oreo bonbon, maybe like a random cake, whatever like that. We'll put it in like a nice like Christmassy box. And then we've been doing like Christmas cards almost, but it's all been our Disney photos that we like get for free. Like I download. We'll go to CVS and we'll print like a bunch of them. And it's always hilarious because I think one of the last ones is that we have has like one of like me and my brother like looking like we're fighting on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the most hilarious argument ever, or hilarious photo ever, because it's always random photos from either throughout the year or like from Halloween time specifically, or like maybe there's one Christmas photo from like the year previously of Disney on it. That's about it. But it's always like 5 or 6 photos that like have defined our year, but
Yeah.
related.
That's pretty cool.
And so we'll do that, and then we'll give them the box of baked goods.
Nice.
Like, that's the main thing. It's like, okay, we make a list. Okay, who are we baked goods to this year? Okay, we're doing Nick, Carrie, Cheryl, this person, and hoping like we can like get enough stuff, and then we always overbake. Christmas Eve, it's like, well, fuck, what are we doing with this? It's like, fuck it, it's all coming in Noche Buena with us.
Yeah.
We'll eat it. It'll work.
Yeah, it'll get taken. That's kind of what happens with us too. Our families, you cook extra of something by accident, or you cook way too much and no one eats it. It just comes with them. But Ethan, do you have any gifts you give every year or receive every year, or no?
I get an orange in my stocking.
Yeah, if we do too. What's the best gift? The best gift? Jesus.
The best gift he's given.
What is the best gift you've given to someone during Christmas? If you've given any, if you've not, then you're an asshole.
I gave my mom a noise machine one year.
That's funny.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh because that's sweet, but like,
that's pretty funny.
Yes,
because my anxiety-ridden fucking ass would.
Well, here's the thing: is like she took me and my brother to Marshalls and it gave me $40 and said, "Buy me something."
Oh.
That makes sense.
That makes so much better. I'm sorry.
I go, what the fuck am I gonna do with this?
What am I gonna buy?
I go, yeah, fuck it. Noise machine is $20.
That's pretty funny.
Whatever. I sent my brother. He bought her something else. I forget what he got her last year. And
so
yeah, she gave me $40 and 20. So she goes, buy me something for Christmas. I go, what the? She goes, I'll be in the back. Don't worry. You pay for it up here. I go, I can't talk to people. I have social anxiety. She goes, suck it up and talk to the cashier. I go, okay.
Whatever.
Like, okay, your funeral.
I bought her. So I bought her a fucking noise machine. She hasn't used it since I got it.
Yeah.
I'm not
At least she hasn't thrown it away.
That's really funny though.
At least she hasn't thrown it away. That's true. That's true.
So in 2 years, you get that noise machine. 100%.
I know. For
yeah, you're gonna get it. Yeah.
I'll be like, oh look, it's the exact same one I got you. That's nice.
Yay. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you. You fuck. Okay. Yeah.
Matt, what about you?
So actually I have a couple. One is more received, but it's very funny. I'm gonna start with the one that I give though every year. Every year my family, like I said, is very close, and I actually have 7 nieces and nephews now. My the second oldest out of them is my niece Ella, and I give her an elephant every year.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah. I shouldn't laugh, but elephant, really?
Yeah, yep. I give her an elephant every year. It started a couple years ago. I gave her a soft stuffed elephant because, well, it was soft and it was stuffed, and Ella, I made the connection. And I've just done that for every year since I.
That's adorable.
Since she's been alive. I don't know if quite that long. But the other one that I do, I guess, we receive a Christmas card, my dad does, from his college roommate. His old college roommate. And every year, they're so funny every year. One of them had a picture of Jesus doing he has his arms out. If you know what I'm talking
yeah.
Like his arms are extended like he's it's hard to explain. But
he's up on the cross.
No, he's not on the cross. No. He's just standing there. One arm is like up, way up, off to the side, and the other's like a little lower, and it's hard to explain. But it says it doesn't look unlike he's holding a fish.
Oh.
And they just put it on like a piece of paper. They print off a piece of paper. And then type in the middle of it like it's hard to explain exactly how they do it. But
That's funny though.
They put this year I caught a fish this big.
Oh my gosh.
There's a bunch of others if I can I would find them, but
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer we have.
Oh my gosh.
My dog
I
was
got-
actually born around Christmas.
Nice.
Aw, cute.
She was
Okay,
born
I
like the
have-
week of Christmas.
I have one more question before we wrap this up.
All right.
All right. What is your ultimate Christmas wish? Like your ultimate Christmas gift wish?
To have someone love me.
Same though.
Say it.
Ethan.
Same though.
Sorry, that's my New Year's. That's my New Year's wish.
That's not
your
my New
New
Year's.
Year's
That's just my
resolution.
life. That's just my life wish.
I'm meaning like
I know.
Oh.
as much as that is a beautiful thing, Ethan. I'm meaning like what's your ultimate Christmas gift that you want? Like if money was no object.
Oh, all right.
Oh shit.
Because like for me, it would be a gaming PC.
Hell yeah.
I would love a
100%.
gaming PC, and I would love a fucking car.
I would love for someone to give me my license without me taking the test or anything.
I
and a
agree.
car. That
Yeah.
would be
Fair
great.
enough.
I agree.
That's fair.
Mhm.
I'm waiting
Here.
for the new year when my boss goes, "So what are you going to take your?" Like, don't know.
Yeah, I
I
raised my
told her
hand
I'm
with that one.
This has been 2 years, a year and a half now. Where my plan is to have it by like the end of this, and it never fucking happened.
You know, I just
Alright,
never go out and sign up. Like, I've had my permit since
So-
I was 18.
I don't even have a permit.
I'm 24.
Ethan, you
Yeah?
have your license, yes?
No.
I'm stuck with a bunch of Gavins. What the fuck did I get into?
Right? Okay, we're Ray. We're not
That's
Gavins.
what it is.
We're not Gavins. We're Rays because Ray's cooler and Ray can't drive either.
No,
I
no,
can't-
you all are a bunch of Gavins. You all are Gavin.
First of all, that is the worst insult I've ever been. Second of all,
Well, I was confused.
At least
hope
Gavin
you
is better than
don't
Matt Bragg.
have it. My New Year's resolution
Yeah.
is to have my license by the end of next year. Hopefully
I,
before.
I
Hopefully,
am gonna hold you to
maybe.
that.
Don't hold me
agree. Hold
to.
you
Do
that.
not hold me to anything
I
because
want someone to force me to get my
lie.
license.
the thing
I will
is, I
force you
have
to
to.
get your license.
I have to
Do
take the
it.
drug and alcohol course. I need to take the actual permit test, and I need to take the actual.
Well, to be fair, Matt,
The issue for me is we don't have a car that's like would pass the safety inspections to be able to do it.
Uh,
So
that makes sense for you. Matt doesn't have an excuse.
No, I really
well, to be
don't.
fair, Matt, you better fucking do it because Megan has your address, and I would
I have all
recommend
of
you
your
fucking do it.
addresses.
She has
That's
all of
of
our
your
addresses, so I recommend you fucking get to it, because
get
otherwise
to it, bitch.
you're gonna
You know
be a
what
dead
Megan
man.
would do? I'm not gonna be dead. She would come to my house,
And send it to DMV.
force me to get into her car at gunpoint, and force me to drive all the way across the country,
No, what I would,
and then
what I
take my
would do-
license.
what I would do
My
is-
driving test.
Here's what I would do. I would start with Laura because I'd be very nice to Laura. I'd take Laura to go get her license. I'd drive up to Minnesota. I'd grab you by your ear and drag you down to the DMV so you can get your license.
See,
then
I've
I'd go up
taken
to
my
New
test.
Hampshire, and then I go to New Hampshire and I would kidnap Ethan and I'd take him to go get his license.
See,
You don't
I have
get your
taken my
license.
test.
Hi,
In my
Dad.
defense, I have taken my test 3 times, and I have failed each time.
Well, okay, I can't say I've done that. I have not.
How have you failed?
did test
The
once.
the first time was an equipment check, so I don't really count that one. I just didn't do the equipment check, but they counted it for bullshit because I had driven the night or the day before with my dad. I thought I did pretty well, and so we did an equipment. Or the only thing I didn't do was the equipment check, which is fine. So I go back the next day, try to take it again. I do pretty well, but I hit the cones. So lady was like, okay, you fail. I'm like, oh, well, shit. All right, cool. Third time I took it, the guy didn't stop yelling at me for the entirety of the test.
Oh my
It
God.
depends on
That's
the.
my other issues. I have horrible anxiety.
I
And
didn't
it's
have.
going to be horrible for me if someone's like that.
Yeah, no, the
that's
guy
why
just yelled at me the whole time. It was awful. It was the worst.
Well, there's actually
Oh,
this
gosh.
program online that you can get your license. You pay like $25 and you can take all the lessons you need. And then
I've already taken all my lessons that I needed. So, I actually did a driving, fucking shit. I did a course, not like a driving course, like you go through the cones, but like, fucking I don't even remember. But the
Driver's
lady,
ed?
not even driver's ed, because
Oh.
I went to a nearby McDonald's and the lady was there and I drove with her for a bit. I don't remember what it was called. Behind the wheel training.
What a fucking place.
Driver's
to
ed,
go.
essentially.
So driver's
that
ed,
sounds like
but
fun.
without the initial driver, like, because we had driver's ed in high school.
Mm.
What? Really?
Yeah, we were given driver's ed class in high school, which was
God
very
That's
nice.
damn.
nice.
That's
It was
super
super
nice.
nice. Yeah, it was awesome.
I actually went to driver's school before I got my permit. It wasn't through the high school, but there was a driver's school.
Yeah.
I may just have to sign up and do something like that. I'll have to.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier for getting your license.
And you're over 18, so it won't. You know,
It's
you,
I have to go.
you have to do a
pass
bit of
both
behind the
tests
wheel.
and-
You have to do a bit of behind the wheel
Mhm.
before you can actually take it. But since it's your first time,
Yeah.
you don't have
Yeah.
to do a whole lot.
Well, it's also to the fact that we know which DMV we're going to be going to, and that's the one my brother got it at his, and we legit drive around the parking lot and 3-point turn and like parallel park. Like that's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Remember when
So
this
it's
episode
like
was
I
about
can do it.
Christmas?
Yeah, remember
do.
when we were talking about Christmas and then license?
Yeah, I think I think this is probably a good place to stop, Ethan.
What a good time to stop. Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. Spend time with your families. Open gifts. Fucking lie to your kids and tell them Santa's real.
Watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Fucking
First of all,
Watch
It's a Wonderful Life, the worst movie ever made, and subscribe to CyberTwits.
You
Merry
suck my
Christmas
fat
to all,
penis.
and to all, a good night.
night.
happy holidays. I can't.
Bye bye.
Team